Welcome to the Sequoyah football pregame show. My name is Britton Ross. I'm joined with head coach Rob Gilbert. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
As always, we're going to start kind of quickly. Last week against Casual Hall, it's a 42-10 loss, but just overall, what are your thoughts on the game?
Well, going into it, we knew their skilled kids were really good, especially their receiving core. I knew we would have a hard time covering them, and we thought we could run the ball on them, which we did early on. And then once we got so far down, it kind of got out of control a little bit. We were concerned about the passing game. If they could shut down Mason with a one-on-one guy, we were going to be in trouble in the passing game, and that's what happened.
You'd mentioned the defense. They didn't really give up the big plays, which I thought was pretty impressive. And last year, their quarterback had 4 touchdowns. This year, only 2 passing touchdowns. And, the Cascio starting offense only scored 4 touchdowns, which to me, I don't know if I'm not seeing things correctly, but that feels like a good step in the right direction.
Well, I think I was proud of our kids. They didn't really quit, and they kept fighting to the end, which is something different than what we had seen previous, like the Jay game, for example. I thought our kids kind of threw in the towel early and kind of quit fighting. So I was proud to see that. I was proud to see our offense have some success. I thought we did a decent job at times stopping the running game for Cassius. So all those are pluses and big wins in my book.
And then the week before against Cleveland, you had a 60-yarder and I think 2 70-yard or a 60-yard touchdown and a 70-yard touchdown. The one touchdown you scored against Cascio was 82 yards. So back-to-back weeks setting records for the longest plays of the season. So, I mean, how is just getting the offense more explosive, how has that kind of helped? And how are you trying to get more of that?
Well, we're a young team, especially, up front. Well, we're all young. We don't have a lot of seniors on the field. And when that happens, you kind of are put in a position to where you need big plays to score because you lack the experience and the strength to sustain a 15-yard drive. You have penalties or you have miscues, and that's kind of what's been happening. When we're successful, we're able to get those big plays. I mean, even Veneta, you can look at the Veneta we scored in the passing game, 3 or 4 times, and same against Cleveland. So, yeah, we need those big plays, and without Bryson in there at running back, it kind of limited our big play maker at running back. Not that Luke couldn't; he's just not quite as fast as Bryson is.
Well, speaking of Luke Ryan, set a new career high, 99 yards. He went over 100. He had about 110 or 12, but it got brought back due to a penalty. So finished right at 99 yards. Just how impressive was it for him to be able to play both ways all night?
Well, Luke's done a good job for us. He got thrown in that role. We're trying to, split time with him and Bryson because they're both two-way players, and he had to carry the whole load. And I think, if I remember right, at one point in time, like right around halftime, he had 66 yards. So
something like that.
So we had a pretty good first half. So, yeah.
Well, whenever we come back, Luke Ryan will join us in the studio.
When pain slows you down, even the simplest movements can feel out of reach. But you don't have to go through it alone. At Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, we provide the results you want and the care you deserve. From diagnosis to recovery, our specialists offer advanced treatment and personalized care so you can heal and get back to what moves you. Because life keeps moving, and we'll keep you moving with it every step of the way. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Welcome back to the show. I'm now joined with senior running back and linebacker Luke Ryan. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So we're going to talk a little bit about Cascia first. Just your thoughts on the game.
It was a rough game for us. They had so much talent and speed all over the place, and I feel like physically we held up with them, but athletically and talent wise, they whipped our butt. So
And obviously, with the injury to Bryson Nichols, you became running back one, 25 carries for 99 yards. You went over 100 yards, but a penalty brought it back to right at 99.
yeah.
How were you feeling out there offensively?
I feel like we moved the ball pretty well. It was more of a 5 yards, 10 yards per carry type of game, and I felt like if we could get that every play, we were doing good. And I did get a little tired, but at the same time, that's what happens when you go both ways, and that's part of the game. So
As a team, you guys ran for 232 yards, but no passing yards. In practice this week, how are you guys trying to get that to a little bit more balanced?
we're trying to balance it more because the best part of Berryhill's team is up front. They have that D1 OSU guy. They have some good linebackers, so we're gonna try to pass the ball a little bit more on them because their weakness is their secondary. So
Well, you kind of lead it into my next question, which is they have a left tackle who's 6'4", 295 pounds. I think he's a 4-star committed to Oklahoma State. How key is it going to be to making sure that they try to run the ball either off of his side, where either you load up on his side and run away from him, or just trying to run through him and make tackles?
well, if you watch the film, he accounts for about two guys every play. Two guys have to either block him or on offense he's blocking two guys. So we're doing a lot of things to run it away from him this week and kind of trick them. So it should be exciting.
And you and I have been talking a little bit throughout the year. Whenever I was here in high school, we got to play in the Under Armour gray jerseys, which heard you were a big fan of. So we took a little bit of time this morning to see what it would be like with you in those jerseys. Check it out.
Is this where you play the long music? Ah, yep. Gosh, these are tight. I couldn't play a game in these. I don't know how they did this. Wow. Yeah, really tight. I don't think I could play a game in these at all. Yeah, I couldn't play like this. This is so tight. I don't know who wore number 12 before me, but yeah, I couldn't do this.
So having put on the gray jersey for the first time, how did it feel?
It was so tight. I mean, I don't know how they played in those. My jersey now is a large, and it's a lot looser. In those jerseys, that was a medium, and it was super tight. I don't even know if it was a medium.
I think it was a medium, but how having these jerseys, does it help you guys in any way? Outside of playing with something that's super tight, like skin tight like that?
I honestly think, offensively, if you had a super tight jersey, it'd be harder for them to tackle because they can't grab a hold. These are a lot easier to grab a hold of, but outside of that, I don't think it makes a difference.
At least it gives you a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining me today.
No problem.
Whenever we come back, Coach Gilbreth will return in the studio.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Hey fans, get the only card that donates to your school every time you use it. TTCU Federal Credit Union has donated more than $3 million statewide so far. Support your school today.
Welcome back to the show. I'm rejoined in the studio with head coach Rob Gilbreth, and we're going to talk about the Berryhill Chiefs. You write a scouting report for your team, and I read it every week. So Berryhill has a offensive lineman, 6'5", about 300 pounds, committed to Oklahoma State. You wrote they like to run the ball behind him, and then in parentheses, duh.
That's kind of common sense there. I'd be running behind him too.
So what outside of running the ball behind a 6'5", 4-star offensive lineman, what else do they do on offense?
Well, they have a couple of weapons out on the edge, number 11 and number 1 they like to throw the ball to. Number 5 is their speed guy. They like to run reverses with him and throw the screen game to him and get him out in space. He doesn't run great routes, and doesn't have great hands, but they try to utilize his speed. The tailback, they use a couple of kids, mainly number 11 is if they're going to run the ball, they like getting it to number 11, and they'll even do a little wildcat with him. Told the kids this week on offense and defense, they're kind of the opposite of Cassia Hall. And that being said, or what I meant by that was their offensive linemen are really good and their skill kids are average, where it was the opposite of that last week. So
I saw a little bit in the film. They do try to get some big chunk plays in the pass game. Is that more of just like a play action thing, or are they actually like trying to get big plays?
They do some things. They do double slant wheel, which is one of the really big plays. They try to isolate a linebacker with their number 3 receiver, which is number 11 usually. But, yeah, they do make some chunk plays on offense, but most of the time it's going to be a grind, 10, 12 play grind, 5-6 yards at a time type offense.
Has there been anything on the defensive side that, kind of sticks out to you?
Yeah, number 72. That's that big offensive lineman that also plays defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
He's solid. Number 21 is a really good player for him, plays defensive end. He really plays hard. And their nose guard, number 74, I think, is really good too. So they got some skill kids, or some pretty hard-nosed players on the defensive front.
This is going to be the first game of the year where it actually looks like it's going to be pretty cold Friday night. So it just kind of, is it going to be one of those games where it's just, hey, whoever's more tough, whoever's more physical is going to come out with it?
Well, I tell our kids every week, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there. I think the team that blocks and tackles the best always wins, and that's what we preach. We got to block and tackle better than they do. So,
okay. Well, thank you for joining me here in the studio.
You're welcome.
Stick around because the Berryhill Chiefs and the Sequoyah Eagles will kick off here in just a few minutes.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Hey Eagles fans, if you or someone you know has a business and want to advertise on our Sequoyah Athletics YouTube channel, we are looking for sponsors for the 2025-26 football and basketball seasons. Last year we had over 20,000 views on our channel, and this year with your help, our goal is even higher. To get started, reach out to the contacts listed and go Eagles. Eagle fans, our BSN Sports website is now live. Visit sideline.bsnsports.com and search for Sequoyah. Here you can shop for all the latest styles and also sort by brand and see what's trending in each category, and even customize your own apparel. Shop your favorite Eagles gear on the BSN Sports website now. Go Eagles.
Hey fans, get the only card that donates to your school every time you use it. TTCU Federal Credit Union has donated more than $3 million statewide so far. Support your school today.
Royalty inside my DNA. I got royalty inside my
A spooky night for some high school football. The Eagles look to avoid the Halloween ghouls tonight and improve their playoff chances. It's the Sequoyah Eagles and the Berryhill Chiefs here on Sequoyah Athletics TV. Sequoyah coming in at 3-5 on the season, good enough for 5th place in the district, and the Berryhill Chiefs 6-2, 4-1 in the district, good enough for 2nd place behind Cassia Hall. And now the top 4 seeds in the district get into the playoffs. Welcome into, I would say the booth, but we're in the stands tonight making it work. And welcome to Berryhill, Berryhill Stadium here in Berryhill. My name is Britton Ross, and my partner, as always, Dakota Jackson. Last week, a 42-10 loss against Cassia Hall. What happened?
Well, Cassia, overall, just the best team in the district so far, and we saw that. Their quarterback, Barrett, just kind of went off all game, and, you know, starters got pulled in the second half, and, I mean, yeah, they were just able to pull away after that first quarter.
The Eagles did have 232 rushing yards, which actually improved their season average, but no passing yards. Jake Gilbreth 0 for 4 on passing, 2 interceptions, and overall just a bad night through the air. Now the Chiefs, like I said, 6-2, 4-1 in district. Last week, a 21-12 comeback win against Verdigris.
Yeah, they did a great job. Fighting through adversity is at halftime is 12-0 Verdigris. So Berryhill, they are going to be a tough team for Sequoyah to overcome tonight. And
speaking of that, they have multiple athletes with collegiate offers. One of them being Cooper Barrington, committed to Northeastern State in Tahlequah. But the big one, Aiden Martin, a 3-star offensive lineman, 6'5", 295-pound. He was committed to Oklahoma State. Sorry, Cowboy fans, he's not going there anymore. After he decommitted from OSU after they fired Mike Gundy.
Yeah, you say big one. We mean that literally, folks. He's going to be the main guy on Berryhill to watch as offense. They're going to focus running behind him pretty much all night.
We're going to step aside for the anthem, and we will be right back. Welcome back. Sorry for that interruption. That's one of the earliest national anthems we've had this season.
Yeah, there's still 10 minutes until we're supposed to get players on the field. So
back to where we were. We were talking about Aiden Martin being committed to Oklahoma State, now decommitted from there. But there's just a lot of talent from the Chiefs. And then the Eagles do have a tall task for him. But defensive coordinator Scott Gatzmeyer, you know, last week the defense he thought played pretty well.
The inability to get off the field on down and distance, kind of what I was disappointed in. But overall, I was telling our kids, like, you know, I told them I was tired of coaching effort. And I think that was something we battled through on defense, like effort. And I watched the film and we watched it with players, and I was like, you know, there's not a lot of times where I thought it was lack of effort at times. So that was, I thought that was a positive for us.
And Jake Gilbreth talked to us about how even though the passing game's been a little bit hit or miss this year, you know, they still have a few tricks up their sleeve to attack this week.
It really doesn't affect the game plan because, I mean, we have running backs that know what we do. We've put in a new offense compared to what we've ran in the past due to Berryhill's line being to have big up front. So We just have to see what they're running.
The Eagles have had a bit of an injury bug, especially these last few weeks, but senior defensive lineman and offensive lineman Braxton Watkins talked about what it meant for him to have to sit on the sideline for a few games this year.
You just got to look like towards the end of the tunnel, see the light. It's going to come out eventually. You're going to have to work through it, and it's going to hurt. Not like just hurt you or hurt the team. It's going to hurt mostly your like morals and like deep down in your heart, because you want to play, you want to help your team, but you can't. So you got to just lift them up in spirit and tell them they got it. Keep their head up.
Sequoyah is still very much in the playoff hunt and are looking for a critical win here tonight. Thank you for watching our pregame show, and when we come back, it's time for kickoff.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Hey Eagles fans, if you or someone you know has a business and want to advertise on our Sequoyah Athletics YouTube channel, we are looking for sponsors for the 2025-26 football and basketball seasons. Last year we had over 20,000 views on our channel, and this year with your help, our goal is even higher. To get started, reach out to the contacts listed and go Eagles. Eagle fans, our BSN Sports website is now live. Visit sideline.bsnsports.com and search for Sequoyah. Here you can shop for all the latest styles and also sort by brand and see what's trending in each category, and even customize your own apparel. Shop your favorite Eagles gear on the BSN Sports website now. Go Eagles.
Hey fans, get the only card that donates to your school every time you use it. TTCU Federal Credit Union has donated more than $3 million statewide so far. Support your school today.
The Eagles are taking the field here in Berryhill. Again, Britton Ross with Dakota Jackson with you tonight here on Sequoyah Athletics TV. Sequoyah really needs to win this game to put themselves in a better place for the playoff race.
Yeah, right in the thick of it. 5th place, first one out. Jay, fortunately, losing to Cleveland last week has really helped them out, gave them a little bit of a second chance. So Sequoyah winning these next 2 games really try and get that 4th seed as Berryhill with the fireworks. Man, their pregame is electric here.
And they got yellow smoke down on the other end.
This is high school football, right?
3A.
3A high school football. All right.
And there's hardly any wind tonight. So if we can kind of show you here, this yellow smoke here is kind of just sitting here.
Yeah, that's going to be, it's like literally just a cloud. Just this is going to be interesting to see if it affects the kickoff time.
And Berryhill will receive first, and they're going to head toward this cloud of smoke.
Yeah. It is a chilly night, but it's literally all just a chilly air. No wind whatsoever.
We'll see if that comes into play when it comes to the kicking game, which for the Eagles, Logan Townsend is back tonight, but he's only punting, not on kickoff or PAT duty tonight. It is Mason Weeks to kick, and it is Wayne Howell, Jordan Smith, and Cooper Barrington back deep to receive, and whistles before the opening kick. And now
I guess they never did blow the whistle, and Mason was just like, well, I maybe I didn't hear it. It's been long enough, and just kicked it.
Yeah, I don't think the official ready whistle was blown.
It was kind of funny, though, because Logan Townsend, the normal kicker, he's on kickoff team, and he was the only one who didn't move. It was like he knew. Well, here we go.
Now we're ready to kick, and Weeks does kick it, and it is Barrington on the return, headed down the left sideline, breaking tackles, and is spun down at about the 33. Chiefs will take off first on offense, and our player to watch tonight is Logan Townsend because he's back, and Bryson Nichols is still out, so hopefully we can get a little bit more speed on the offense.
Yeah, for sure. And then for the Chiefs, obviously, Aiden Martin, he is going to be the focal point all night. Offensively, they are going to largely run their offense right behind him.
We said in the coach's pregame show that he was a 4-star committed to OSU. That was actually false information by me. 3-star decommitted from OSU.
Well, you mentioned the decommit from OSU part. You did mention that because you said sorry, Cowboys fans.
In the coach's pregame show.
Oh, yes, okay.
And Berryhill going fast. 4 yards on first down, and now Barrington lowering the shoulder. Good enough for about a gain of 20 almost. And Berryhill going fast. Much like Cassia Hall.
Well, they do huddle unlike Cassia. Cassia never huddled, but yeah, it's
maybe just trying to catch the Eagles off guard.
And it looks like it worked.
And now here is Cash Stein on the left side on his first carry, and he'll get about 15 more.
Yeah, Daniel Roselle late getting onto the field.
Ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Chiefs.
Now coming off. But yeah, this Berryhill offense, it's more run than pass. But Coach Gatz was telling us, depending on their formation, you can kind of tell which they're going to do.
Here's another run. It's Barrington again, up the hole, and spun down into the red zone.
Great hole opened up again on that left side.
And that run was good for Berryhill.
That left tackle, Aiden Martin, man, he's going to be good.
Here he is again, but this time stopped for maybe a yard.
Yeah, the defensive line for Sequoyah really is a whole unit. That's a unit that you have to watch tonight because it's going to be interesting to see how they neutralize Martin and his effectiveness. As, you know, he could probably block about 2-3 people on a play.
Quarterback Max Harlan yet to throw a pass. Now here is Tig Spitzer.
Last 2 plays, good job by Sequoyah. Holding Berryhill to, 3rd and 7. That was, Coach Gatz mentioned not able to get off the field against Kasha on 3rd and longer situations.
And it is 3rd and 7, passing down, and I believe the Eagles jumped off sides. Yes, they did. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, you can't do that for the Eagles. They did a really good job, honestly, against Kasha. Penalties were not near the factor that it's been pretty much all season for them. But that's an early one and a big one.
Only 5 penalties last week, and I believe it was 12, a season high against Cleveland the week before.
Yeah, but that one moves it 5 yards forward, so now 3rd and 2 versus 3rd and 7.
And it's Barrington at quarterback. It's a keeper, and he will be very close to the first down, but I don't think he got there. Yes, he did.
Barrington, by far the biggest threat for the Chiefs on offense.
A lot of speed.
Yeah, you see him line up, obviously, at the Wildcat quarterback position. He'll play receiver in the slot and out wide, and then obviously, like he's done all this drive, as a running back.
Still in the Wildcat. And he hands it to Zyler Wiley. Keeps his legs turning and stopped just short of the goal line. Excuse me, Xander Wiley. He got 5 when it was 1st and goal from the 8.
Second goal.
Second and goal. Low snap. That ball's on the ground, and Barrington has to just
survive.
Yeah, survive. I was going to say fall on it because I thought he was about to just fall on it, but he tried to make a play there.
Lucky break for Berryhill.
Just able to recover.
Yeah, just mishandled the low snap. Obviously not the full-time quarterback. Sometimes that'll happen.
He lost 2, so now it's 3rd and goal from the 4. And it is still Barrington at Wildcat quarterback. The play clock is running down. They might have to burn a timeout here early. 3 seconds. They do snap it. Barrington will stroll into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown to put Berryhill on the board first.
Yeah, good play design there by Berryhill. You saw that little motion and then a fake toss out to their running back. It was number 24, but I'm not sure. We don't have a number 24 for Berryhill's roster.
34, Tig Spitzer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 34. Yeah, he goes out in motion, and they fake the toss to him and got the Eagles leaning. So a wide open 4-yard touchdown for Barrington.
It's good. 7:23 remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 Chiefs.
Eagle fans, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider for Sequoyah Public Schools. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is focused on providing you with the personalized orthopedic care you deserve. For the area's best teams and the athlete in all of us, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority. And the last meeting between these two teams last year, 28-21, a Berryhill win, and Coach Gilbert in his 8th season still winless against the Chiefs.
Yeah, well, hoping to break the streak tonight. Again, this is just a critical game for the Eagles. right now they are in control of their own destiny. If they lose tonight, they're going to need a lot of help tonight by other teams and next week.
And Cleveland beating Jay last week was a massive help for the Eagles.
It really was.
And always, Eagle fans, bank first, loyal to Oklahoma and you. McGraw-Givens on the kick. Here's Mason Weeks on the return. Makes a cut, finds a hole, and has room at midfield is where he will be brought down. So the Eagles will have great field position on their first drive.
Really great return by Weeks. Able to see the hole up the middle. Great vision to cut up the middle. And the burst of speed you saw. You see Mason, I don't know what it is. He just feels like he's never running in his full speed until he sees that hole. And, oh, my goodness, the burst that he has to find that extra gear.
And he might have a little bit more. He might feel like he has more to prove tonight after no receiving yards last week. Jake Gilbert, the quarterback. Luke Ryan, the running back, with him in the backfield. From midfield, Jake Gilbert going to his left. No gain.
An early first carry for Jake Gilbreth. What was it, the second quarter, like midway through the second quarter last week before we saw his first run?
Something like that, yeah.
But 10 carries for 44 yards, a decent average, but, by the time they really got into that running game, having success with it, the game was already getting out of hand.
And the Chiefs might have man-to-man coverage on Weeks. We'll see if the Eagles try to take advantage of that at some point tonight. Gilbert again, and wrapped up again. It was Asher Martin there first for the Chiefs, and it'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, you said Weeks obviously manned up. Last week, Kasha, the athletes, they were just unbelievable. I mean, the best athletes that we're going to see all year. And so there was no really opening to pass the ball 2 weeks.
3rd and 9. A play-action pass, and it's tipped by Ty Spitzer. 4th down and 9. Attempted to get it to Mason Weeks there.
And that was just a great defensive play call. I mean, there was 3 guys blanketing Weeks. It looked like a little bit of zone coverage from the linebackers. And the Eagles going for it early.
And now Luke Ryan will back up and see if they can pin the Chiefs back. A good punt. Bounces and rolls down inside the 15.
Ooh, that was a good roll.
That rolled for a solid 10 yards there. 5:44 left in the first quarter. And Eagle fans, you can support your favorite school with the card that donates directly to Sequoyah Public School every time you use it. TTCU has donated more than $20,000 so far, so stop by your local Claremore branch and get your Eagle card today. Terms and conditions may apply with approved credit. So now Berryhill back out on the field. 11-play drive for a touchdown on their first time with the ball.
And this is one of the formations that they usually pass out of, but
it is a handoff, and I couldn't see what number that was, but still churning, and it was Barrington.
Brought down by number 17 for the Eagles, Jason Smart, along with number 36.
Yeah, I mean,
Chandler Eagle. And that
like I said earlier, there are certain formations that Berryhill likes to just pass from. Coach Gilbreth estimated about like 85% of the time in that trips formation, though, they'll throw it, but not there.
And now flags before the play for a false start. First penalty on Berryhill will back them up 5, make it 1st and 15.
And that was about to be the pass. Looked like it was going to be a little screen.
And they haven't thrown it yet. Let's see, that looked like that was the right tackle, Sawyer Prater, for the Chiefs, but That would have been play number 14, and that would have been their first pass. Let's see if they come back out and pass it now. That is first and long. Here is Harlan's first pass attempt. It's a screen back to Barrington, and he's got blockers down the left side. Cuts it back to the middle, and spun down at around the 45 for a gain of 19.
Again, really good play design. Let the defense come to you and just pop it over their heads to Barrington. It looked like maybe they were doing a flood concept on this right side, and all the attention kind of went there from the defense on the back end.
Here's Spitzer on the carry. And good for 8.
Berryhill right now is just showing a lot of physicality in the run game. Their line's opening huge holes. Getting a lot of yards before contact.
Second and 2. Another quick pass. That one is low and incomplete, intended for Wayne Howell.
You see Aiden Martin. Logan Townsend he was on the ground and had to peel Aiden Martin off of him.
That's 6'5", 295 pounds versus 5'8", 150 pounds. Literally almost double his size.
Yeah, and Townsend a little bit banged up, obviously.
So 3rd and 2, a great opportunity for the Eagles to get off the field. That's a handoff to Stein, and he will get the first down and 8 more yards.
Barreling through tackles right there.
And that run was good for Berryhill.
Berryhill's just showing no signs that they're pretty content with just running right now.
Here's another handoff to Cooper Barrington, following his blockers and breaks it down the sideline, and he will go. Touchdown, Berryhill, 40 yards from Cooper Barrington, his second touchdown of the first quarter.
Sequoyah just unable to seal the edge there. Barrington's able to get outside quickly and, bounce it on the sideline. Not a great start for this defense.
It's good.
And the extra point's good. And so now 14-0, Sequoyah can't go 3 and out on your second possession. Got to get some yards and get some points. Stay in it. The good thing is unlike Cascia, Berryhill is not one of those teams, at least they haven't been so far this year, that, they'll just kind of pull away. They can be had. Sequoiah's just got to get something.
Berryhill's 2 losses, 24-23 against Cushing. They're a 4A team. That was week 0. And then they lost against Inola back in week 5 a month ago. That game was 24-17. And we watched that game before the Inola game. That was just, I don't know how to describe it other than just odd. Mason Weeks on the return again. Nowhere to go and brought down at the 22.
That's a really good tackle after the last kick return. Really good coverage for the Chiefs. And a good wrap-up by Graham Hawley, not allowing Mason to break one outside.
3:15 left in the first quarter.
Kickoff return to the 22-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Eagles.
So here we go with 1st and 10. Sequoiah's second drive. 3 and out the first time. Here's Logan Townsend's first carry since coming back. Gets toward the sideline and got a good chunk of yards.
Yeah, he's he's the most efficient runner the Eagles have. It was so big last week when he went out because at that point, the Eagles pretty much only had 2 guys that they regularly run the ball with that were healthy, and it limited the Eagles' offense severely, especially when they, already couldn't throw.
He got halfway there on first down, 2nd and 5. Gilbreth passing. Weeks has a step on his man, and it's dropped just out of reach. Maybe just a hair over his shoulder too far.
Yeah, that would have been a really good adjustment by Weeks if he would have been able to make that catch. You see here, yeah, toward the boundary.
That's a hard catch.
It really is, like a lot harder than it looked. It kind of reminds me of Mario Manningham in Super Bowl 47 against the Patriots.
I could see it.
Really difficult catch to make. But that's one you got to have if you're the Eagles.
3rd and 5, and it's Luke Ryan trying to get the edge, and he's chopped down. And he'll be about 2 or 3 yards short. And the punt team is coming out for the Eagles.
Man, that's a big 3 and out. Eagles could not afford that. Defense is really going to have to stand up.
4th and 3 for Sequoyah, and the regular punter, Logan Townsend, is out there for the first time to kick. A good punt brought back by Gavin Fielder out past midfield. 2:17 left in the quarter, and the Eagles have to make a big defensive stand here.
They really do. You don't want to go down 3 scores. I mean, we kind of have seen that all year. Sequoyah isn't a team that, whenever they have to come from behind by a lot of scores, they've struggled doing that all year.
And I think that's just a product of the way the offense is designed, because that's not a new thing.
Right.
Harland passing, and it's caught by Ian Malacott, and he will break out of a tackle, and he will score 47 more yards for Berryhill. And another touchdown.
Yeah, just up the seam on that pass, and just a huge hole in the zone there. And he outran everybody.
McGraw-Givens on for the extra point. The kick is up and good. 21-0. Berryhill leads it. That drive took all of 10 seconds in one play.
So what will Sequoiah's answer be? They need something desperately now.
Berryhill has 201 yards of offense. The Eagles have 8.
Got to get a big play. Got to get some kind of momentum on your side, because right now it's all Berryhill. And it is senior night, so Berryhill does have that extra boost.
Mason Weeks to return for the 3rd time. Sidesteps a defender and brought down just past the 20-yard line.
Number 20, Cash Stein. Also on the tackle, number 18, Xander Wiley.
I believe they'll mark him at the 22-yard line.
Ball will be spotted at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10, Sequoyah.
Well, you showed that you're willing to throw it deep to Weeks. And if there was ever a time to try it again, now would be the option. He lines up pretty close to the formation.
It is Luke Ryan thrown down after 3 or 4. Make it 3.
Yeah, getting Luke going. I mean, he had 99 yards last week.
He went over 100, but a penalty brought him back down to 99.
Yeah, so close.
Stepping up in a major role, 25 carries with Bryson Nichols being out. I think before that, his season high was 15 carries. Jake Gilbreth passing it too high for Wyatt Mullins.
And that's just a case of he felt the rush coming and rushed his mechanics. That's what led to that overthrow. He had Mullins open.
So now it is 3rd and long again. Eagles still looking for their first down of the game, and we're a minute 21 from the end of the first quarter. Here he is passing again, a late whistle for a false start.
Good spiral. But yeah, that was a really, really late whistle.
Let's see if we can see on the replay here.
Yep.
Oh,
Receiver on the far side. I think that was Townsend on the far side. Left early. A little too antsy to run his route.
So 3rd and 8. Make it 4th and 13 from the 20-yard line. Third and 12. And it's Townsend. He's decked as he throws it. And it falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and long again for the Eagles.
We saw that, a variation of that play twice, was it? Yeah, I think they ran that twice. Oh, man, he really was decked. Goodness.
They ran it once last week before he came out, and then
it was once.
Twice against Jay.
That's right. But it has not worked. It's almost worked a couple times.
Fielder makes the catch at midfield. 107 left in the first. 106 make it, and Berryhill coming back out for their 4th drive of the first quarter.
Sequoyah is just unable. I mean, this is really tough on your defense. It really is. Whenever you can't sustain a drive, you know, these guys, a lot of them are playing on offense too, so they are exhausted.
Harlan to move Spitzer behind him into the pistol. And Harlan, that one's picked off. Derek Cole, he's got it going down the left sideline, looking for a block from Luke Ryan. Makes a cut, and another cut. He might go, and he's struck down inside the 5. A game-changing play by Derek Cole.
What a play by Derek Cole here. They try to run the exact same concept that they scored that long touchdown on their last drive. Cole able to jump it this time, and this return, really good on the return. Good vision to able to cut back. But you're right, Britton. This is a potential huge game-changing play for the Eagles to get back in it.
And now it is 1st and 5. And they call a false start.
Oh, and that's the Eagles' bread and butter play.
Was that the shift?
That was the shift, yeah. That's the first time. And it was a fault. It was the right call for sure. I think it was the left side of the line. I didn't see exactly who it was. But in the moment, I saw movement on the left side of the line. But that's big.
So it's still 1st and goal. Luke Ryan has it headed out to his right, looking for a block. Got about 2.
Number 12, Luke Ryan, brought down by Berryhill's number 21.
And looks like we might have to run one more play here in this first quarter.
Yeah, and you see here on the shift, yeah, I believe it was Daniel Roselle moved on the shift, and that's big because, I mean, that's pretty much been guaranteed yards the past couple of years for the Eagles.
Here is Townsend. He's got it, and he might have the corner, and he's brought down. That's a great tackle by Gavin Fielder.
Oh, it really is. He was able to outrun Mullins to the edge. Mullins couldn't seal it.
Oh, that was a walk-in touchdown if Mullins is able to get to the edge there. That's how the first quarter will end. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Eagles. 3rd and goal from the 9 for the Eagles. We'll be back after a message from our sponsors.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Hey fans, get the only card that donates to your school every time you use it. TTCU Federal Credit Union has donated more than $3 million statewide so far. Support your school today.
LASIK procedure. The winner of tonight's drawing will get LASIK at half price.
3rd and goal from the 9 for the Eagles after a massive interception from Derek Cole. There's the shift again. The Chiefs stay home on it. And they do draw the Chiefs offside, so that'll be half the distance to the goal on this 3rd down.
Yeah, great job by the Eagles. The initial shift doesn't work, but they're able to keep the hard count going. Yeah, Berryhill. I mean, usually Sequoyah does snap it after that little beat, and they waited just that extra little bit of time. Great job by Jake.
They actually, I think, called that just a straight-up 5 yards, not half the distance. So it is 3rd and goal from the 4. Gilbreth going to pass, stays on his feet, and now does chunk it to the end zone where it is picked off. Cooper Barrington makes the sliding grab, and it'll be a touchback.
Interesting call to pass it there. But, yeah, Jake's just got to hold on to that and try and either extend it longer or throw it away.
Cooper Barrington, a rushing touchdown, a 40-yard receiving touchdown, and now an interception. Excuse me, he's got 2 rushing touchdowns. Here's a pop pass to Wayne Howell, headed out to the right sideline. Makes a cut and avoids Derek Cole. And finally brought down, but not before he's out near midfield. And that is a pop pass. So we'll add it to the passing stats. 24 yards.
Yeah, that little pop pass. You see it all the time nowadays. Get those easy receiving yards. Get that quarterback percentage up, and sometimes you'll get those big plays like that.
1st and 10 from the 44. There's another one. This time it's Jordan Smith, and now he's got the corner. And he might go, trying to be ran down by Luke Ryan.
Touchdown, Berryhill.
Was that a pop pass or was that just a straight rush?
Pass. Yeah, that was a pop pass.
That is 56 yards on that one from from Jordan Smith.
Yeah, I mean, great blocking to, get the edge there and set that up. And again, nobody able to catch him.
And a personal foul was called on that. I wasn't sure where. The flag is sitting at the 37-yard line. But I think
it was after the play, maybe? After the touchdown, or are they going to roll it? It was during the run. Yep, touchdown.
So I assume that's probably an unsportsmanlike after the play.
Yeah, because if it was a illegal block,
if it was during the play, the touchdown wouldn't have counted. But that one will count.
Last touchdown brought to you by 1-800-STRIPER. Call 1-800-STRIPER.
Just huge swings of momentum. Derek Cole's interception for Barrington, and now just a huge touchdown.
And Eagle fans, Bank First, always loyal to Oklahoma and you. The extra point is good, makes it 28-0.
11:30 remaining in the first half. Score 28-0. Berryhill.
And Eagle fans, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider for Sequoyah Public Schools. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is focused on providing you with the personalized orthopedic care you deserve. For the area's best teams and the athlete in all of us, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority.
Sequoiah's, they have not had a drive over 3 plays yet so far this game.
Is that 4 straight 3-and-outs?
Yeah. Well, no, 3 straight 3-and-outs, and then obviously the turnover where it was like penalty back, penalty forward. Yeah, and then it's just tough sledding right now for the Sequoyah offense.
And the penalty will move the kickoff back to the 25. So if they're able to get a big return, like we've seen from Mason Weeks,
it could be set up pretty nicely on this drive.
But if I were the Chiefs, I would kick it away from Weeks, and they still kick it to him. He picks it up at the 30. He's got some room, but then 4 Chiefs hit him down at the 32, 31.
Yeah, miss opportunity. As you see the kick bounce, and then Mason unable to handle it cleanly, which gives him a slow start. And he was chased down pretty quickly by Xander Wiley, who got a handful of jersey, and then the rest of the Chiefs came and cleaned up.
It'll be interesting to see now after all those momentum swings if the Eagles come out passing it again or if they kind of stick with their bread and butter and just maybe try to bleed the clock to halftime and readjust. It is Luke Ryan. A big hit, but a good gain on 1st and 10.
Just got to get something going. Get some yardage. A first down. Got to get a first down.
You got 3. So it'll be 2nd and 7. And 3 yards may not sound like a lot, but when you have 4 downs to get 10, if you get 3 yards every time, that's 12 yards.
Yeah.
Here's Gilbreth again, putting his shoulder down, getting close to the line to gain. I believe it'll be 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2 for a gain of 5.
Eagles Jake Gilbreth has shown that whenever he's in a pile, it seems like he's always getting about 4 or 5 extra yards, if not more, out of those piles.
3rd and 2. Still looking for the first down. Getting the signal from the sideline.
Doing a lot of that this drive.
Gilbreth again. And brought down for no gain. 4th and 2.
And this is an obvious, well, maybe not obvious. For me, it's an obvious go for it spot.
Also in the tackle, number 58, Asher Martin. The 4th down and 2 yards to go for the Eagles.
I wouldn't say obvious, but.
Well, I mean, why not? It's 28-0.
You do got to find something, and maybe a first down here does give you a nice jolt to the offense. Mullins shifting over, and they will draw Kason Horton offsides
for the second time. And that wasn't even the traditional Sequoyah shift play. It was just Wyatt Mullins.
Just a hard count.
Yeah, Wyatt Mullins going in motion, and then, yeah, like you said, the hard count, just waiting a beat.
And he knew it too.
Yeah, and so, I mean, that's the first down for the Eagles. Get something going here.
Ball is at the 44-yard line. Gilbert passing to Weeks. It's caught and brought down immediately. And only about 3 yards or so on the catch. But, more importantly, that's the first pass completion Sequoiah's had in 2 weeks since Cleveland.
Alex Paddock broke on that ball so fast, and good job wrapping up and not going for the ball. If Weeks breaks that tackle, he's gone.
And, I mean, that's just how close things have been, honestly, kind of all season for the Eagles. They've always been right there in most of the games, and then it's just one or two things just don't go right. But it's a couple of things in a row that don't go right.
Yeah.
Gilbert takes it again. It'll be 3rd and 3 or so.
And another thing that Berryhill's doing, more than what we've seen from other teams, they're not playing off. They're playing about 2 or 3 yards off the ball, whereas at the corner spot, right now they're a little bit more backed off.
Luke Ryan on a counter, drug down from behind. Might have lost a yard.
Number 21, Braden Sugarrath.
Not able to get any push on that counter. So 4th and 3, see what the Eagles do here.
I would imagine they try the shift again and try to draw him off sides again first, and then run a play.
And they did say he didn't lose anything, so.
Got to get, if they're going to try something, they got to get going. 8 seconds on the play clock. Now down to 5, and a timeout taken by the Eagles. We'll take this timeout to remind Eagle fans to support their favorite school with the card that donates directly to Sequoyah Public Schools every time you use it. TTCU has donated more than $20,000 so far, so stop by your local Claremore branch and get your Eagle card today. Terms and conditions may apply with approved credit.
So, I would say I really like that Logan Townsend right here on that little fake handoff spin play. It's just, he usually gains yards, but, at this point, it'll be the 3rd time that they ran it in the first half. You got to wonder if Berryhill's actually looking for that, but
Berryhill fans, we want to take a moment to say
I think I'd still like that here.
Number 34, Ty Spitzer.
He's averaging 7.8 yards every time he touches the ball with a touchdown. I mean, 4th and 3, if he could get half of that, we're golden. Obviously, if that happens, though, you got to get that block on the outside. That is the real key.
Well, he is on the sidelines for this play.
$50 at halftime.
You can hear the Berryhill coaches screaming at him to watch the ball.
Gilbert passing under immediate pressure. passing it. That might be PI. There's a low ball intended for Mason Weeks. Oh, there's a flag behind the play, and it is a personal foul, roughing the passer against the Chiefs. A huge break for the Eagles as the Chiefs struggle with some discipline. Oh, and that's Aiden Martin, too.
Yeah, I mean, Jake was getting chased low. Like, he got dove at, and then Aiden Martin was up high. It didn't look like
It didn't look like much, but I think because he kind of bounced because he's half of Aiden Martin's weight.
That's what I was going to say. When a 6'5", 300-pounder just kind of bumps into you, it's going to look a lot different.
Does that still count as an incomplete pass for Jake Gilbreth because of the throw?
No, you take that away, yeah.
That is what I thought, and I'm pretty sure I've asked you almost every single game this year. Here's Luke Ryan again on the counter. And swallowed up.
The thing is, though, is that, Sequoyah, yeah, you say, oh, they moved the ball this drive. It has been Berryhill penalties that have helped them out. So this is Sequoiah's longest drive, but the yards that they are getting, I mean, it's like I said, more Chiefs penalties helping them out down the field.
This drive has gone 36 yards, I believe. And, I think it's been 2 penalties or 2 first downs via penalties. Here's Townsend on the reverse. Broke 1 tackle and got about 2 yards.
Yeah, unable to break it there. Berryhill for sure was looking for that play. Good job by them to stay disciplined.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line of Berryhill. 3rd down, 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6. Mason Weeks, the lone receiver. And it is a pass, and this one is through the hands of Wyatt Mullins. Might have been a little bit low.
That was still the right throw. Jake Gilbreth made the right read. Mason Weeks was in tight coverage up top, and the last time when there was a roughing the passer, he went to him when he had Mullins at that same route. You see here, I mean, that's a catch Wyatt's got to make. Maybe thinking about turning up field before he secured the ball.
And Wyatt Mullins, 3 receptions on the year. And, I mean, 2 of them were in the first 2 weeks. I remember for sure he had the first touchdown of the year.
He had a touchdown against Kansas.
4th and 6, and the receivers fell down.
I think they ran into each other. Logan Townsend and Mason Weeks were in the area.
Let's see if we can see it here. Yeah, I think they did run into each other.
And that could have been even worse for the Eagles. I mean, you had about 4 Chiefs kind of just standing around. The ball goes over them.
Let's look at it from this angle. Yeah, they did run into each other. I think trying to get a bit of a scissor route where the inside receiver runs a corner and the outside receiver runs a post.
Right, and you just got tangled up. And so the ball, even though that was the longest drive for Sequoyah, Berryhill still gets the ball at the end.
A pump fake on the screen, and now a sack by Jake Gilbreth. No, that's Mason Weeks on the sack.
Looked like there that they were trying to get a screen, and maybe the wrong person went out for the screen. And let's see here. Yeah, they both went out to block. Somebody thought it was a bubble screen. The other person thought it was just like a tunnel screen or something. But
how about a corner getting a sack?
Yeah, you don't see that in high school football very often, for sure. They don't run those exotic blitzes.
That's his first sack of the year. Cooper Barrington on the run. And he'll only get a couple, and it'll be 3rd and long, and the Eagles have a good shot to get this ball back and a chance to score before halftime.
Yeah, I wonder what they are going to do with their timeout situation here.
The Eagles, I believe, have 2 left. The Berryhill Chiefs have all 3. The scoreboard still says Sequoyah has all 3, which is my hesitation there.
Yeah.
But our scoreboard is correct on your screen. 3rd and 9, a passing down. Harlan rolls out right, and it is caught. Jordan Smith. And it is good enough for a first down. Looked like 12 or 13 yards on 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that was just a good route. Ran a bit of a comeback to that sideline. Snapped it off at the top of the route. Corner had no chance.
We saw a lot of that from Kasha last week. Here's Barrington again. His 11th carry. And it is another big gainer. He stays on his feet. And Logan Townsend throws him down by his jersey. 27 yards. See where they spot it. 26 yards.
Logan saved the Eagles there. That was going to be a touchdown. Is that a penalty? Like,
not unless they get inside the shoulder pad is when it's a horse collar tackle. I believe you can
pull the jersey off if you want to.
You can pull hair if you can. Harlan, a quick screen to Jordan Smith. He's got space down the right sideline, makes a cut, still going, and he dives for the pylon. Did he get there? Yes, he did. I believe we may have a penalty. I don't see a flag, but the officials are discussing. At the moment, it's a 30-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if we can see a signal. We're not on the home sideline. We're in the stands, making everything work tonight, but we're in the stands on the away side.
So the officials are always signaling away from us, so sometimes we just have to guess what his motions are.
Let's see. It looks like we might have an illegal man downfield. Is a signal I saw.
Yep. So all that running.
We will bring that back, which I don't know how. Because there's a 1-yard buffer area. Let's take a look at the replay. They get the offensive line has 1 yard of a buffer zone, or is it 3 yards like college?
I'm not
the
sure.
The NFL is 1 yard. College is 3 yards. I would imagine it's 3 like college, but I mean that looked fairly clean there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know who it would have been on either. Like the way that their blocking scheme was like it was almost like a counter play.
Mm-hmm. Well, so now it is 1st and 16. So just a net 6-yard penalty. That's what I'm going to put it as. A pop pass to Wayne Howell down the right sideline. Got a block, and he will score. No flags this time. 36 yards on the pop pass from Max Harland to Wayne Howell.
30-yard touchdown by number 4.
Yeah, just another. Those pop passes have been deadly for Berryhill tonight. Just another great job on the edge, getting blocks on these corners so they can't seal it off. Able to get to the sideline and outrunning everybody.
McGraw-Givens on for the extra point again. And it is good.
It's good. 3:02 remaining in the first half. Score 35-0, Berryhill. Fans, as the weather cools down tonight, want to let you know that we are serving hot chocolate and caramel macchiato in the south end zone.
Eagle fans, go ahead and like the live stream and go ahead and follow us or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We get to see a ton of cool numbers and analytics whenever you guys do that, and it helps us tailor our content for you guys to get better and better each week. And while you're at it, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok at SEQ1 Athletics.
By the way, it's Halloween. If y'all were watching the pre-game show, I was in a jersey, So I don't. I'm reliving my high school glory days as a football player. That was my costume today.
And we didn't really have any glory days, which is why I didn't wear my jersey.
Yeah, I say glory days is a very loose term.
We did play Berryhill here on a JV squad, but that was 10 years ago now. Mason Weeks on the return, brought down by Cashstein.
On the return for Sequoyah, making the tackle.
And the Eagles will take over on offense.
Brought down around the 25-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Eagles.
2:55 left in the first half, now down by 5 scores. And it'll be first down at the 25.
At this point, it's all about getting first downs if you're the Eagles. Get positive. Take some positives away going into the first half. Maybe get a score.
A handoff to Logan Townsend. And you can really see him accelerate through the narrow space that he's got, but
he's taken some hard hits the last few weeks.
And I personally, for me, I would wonder how much they actually keep him in. But, I mean, next week is senior night. The Eagles, if the score holds, will need some help getting into the playoffs. But, I would think that they, Wyatt or Logan doesn't really. I think he only plays soccer, as Jake Gilbreth down the left side gets close to the first down marker.
Number 11.
But so I'm not sure where the line is between just hey, keep your players healthy, and not be super detrimental for their other sports that they play,
right?
Versus just keeping them in the game.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. You expect, especially in the second half, a transition to happen.
Especially, it was back-to-back weeks where he had to come out from the same ankle.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they are thin at the running back position, as well as others. There's the first down the Eagles have got, not via penalty, I believe.
Brought down at 36-yard line. Be first and 10 Eagles.
Yeah, Sequoyah, I mean, Weeks, at this point, they are playing Weeks bump and run. I mean, they are right at the line of scrimmage, so they're not allowing Weeks any space. They do a little bit here, and they are going to throw it.
And it is another pass to Weeks, and he makes the catch at the 35-yard line. 29 yards, Gilbreth to Weeks. And I think that's the same play we've seen like 3 or 4 different times now, but finally able to connect.
What a catch. Oh, my goodness. The concentration. I mean, that ball kind of bounced off of that was Graham Hawley's helmet, and he was still able to concentrate and catch it through the ground.
Luke Ryan on the carry. And now a timeout, because now with 36 seconds left, you're approaching field goal range. You would like a touchdown, but at this point I feel like you would take
any points.
Anything you can get. Luke Ryan actually lost a yard on that one.
Timeout called by Sequoyah.
But yeah, if you could, if we could get that play again, that was just such a great concentration catch by Mason Weeks. And it's good to see. We saw a few weeks ago where he had an early drop, and that kind of haunted him the whole game. Had struggles on both sides of the ball that game. Had the early drop tonight, and then, like you said, this time, that same play, and he's able to just make a spectacular catch. Get that big play for the Eagles.
By far their biggest play tonight. I think before that, their best play was a 7-yard run by Jake Gilbreth. That one went for 29, putting them in a good chance to score here before halftime. But now the Eagles down to 1 timeout. Let's see if they come out and pass, try to get maybe we've seen them try to pass to Wyatt Mullins, getting them toward the sideline. Maybe try to preserve some time.
Yeah, with 36 yards to go and 36 seconds. This isn't the easiest feat.
Gilbreth passing again, makes a sidestep, heads up field. Couldn't quite get out of bounds. The clock runs, and yes, the timeout taken. It'll be 3rd and short.
Timeout called by Sequoyah.
And that's just instinct taking over right there. Gilbreth pulling it down. Again, that's a really good decision not to try and force something, especially under that much pressure. And really good job staying on his feet, too.
Go see April and her team down at In-Hop Tag Agency for your tag and license needs. And our Super Tip sponsors tonight, Candle Electric.
6 yards on 2nd down will make it 3rd and 5.
Thank you, sponsors, for your support of Berryhill
From the
football.
30, 25 and a half seconds left.
Remind our fans to shop local.
3rd and 4.
To support these local businesses so they can continue to support Berryhill football.
Gilbreth passing, tries to stay on his feet, but
Tackle made in the backfield by number
brought
21,
down. Braden Swickerath on the sack. The clock is still running.
It's 4th down, is it not?
It is 4th down. From the 43, chunks it up. Logan Townsend's got it and can't stay on his feet.
And that's the final play of the
That
first
was
half.
12 yards, and Townsend's going to be called for a penalty, I think.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. We've seen Logan a couple times lose his temper this year.
In the second half.
Just frustration.
And that will take us to halftime. So be sure to stick around for the second half. Welcome back to Berryhill Stadium, where the Chiefs lead the Eagles 35-0 as we are a couple minutes away from kicking off the second half. Let's take a look around the district. Inola leads Jay 16-7. That one at halftime. Cascia leading Verdigris 27-7. And then the battle for last place in the district. 0-8 Veneta leading the 2-6 Cleveland Tigers 7-6, also at halftime.
Yeah, that Inola Jay game. I mean, if Inola is able to beat Jay, that'll keep Jay below us in the standings.
And then if Cascia Hall does beat Verdigris, that actually also helps out Sequoyah. And
that might make Sequoyah Verdigris a play-in game.
I think it would. We'd have to see how point differentials and things like that, how the final standings after this week, how they look. But yeah, so here's how it is right now. If Verdigris loses and if the score holds here and Jay loses, that 5, 6, and 7 spot, I think all stay the exact same. Actually, 1 through 6 would all stay the same, and then 7, 8, I mean, whoever wins that game is, that one's kind of whatever. I believe those two teams are officially eliminated from playoff contention. But
and that's the crazy thing about high school football. You see, 5-3 Verdigris, and we're, Sequoyah 3-5, but the districts what matter.
And especially with Sequoyah playing Verdigris next week. Here are some halftime stats. Sequoyah got that 29-yard pass play toward the end of the half, which was a big boost in the stat column. But, overall, it's 350-plus yards for the Chiefs and 75 for Sequoyah.
Yeah, Sequoyah's really, really struggled moving the ball, but you see the penalties for the Chiefs, 6 for 51 yards already.
And Sequoyah, that's one of the biggest takeaways I had from last week is, they cleaned up the penalties a lot, and, even still tonight they cleaned it up. We'll see. Sequoyah will get the ball to start the second half. It said 3 for 15. It's actually going to be 4 for 30 because Logan Townsend was called for an unsportsmanlike conduct for spiking the ball at the end of the half because he slipped down. So the Chiefs are going to kick off from the plus 45, and I would almost expect an onside kick here.
Yeah.
Might as well. Unless, an opponent respect thing, and you just kick it out of the end zone. But, usually you kind of just see like a sky kick or some form of long onside at this kind of at this point on the field.
Yeah, but it's really going to hold Sequoyah back from good field position for sure.
They do kick it deep, and it will stay out of the end zone. Mason Weeks bringing it back. I'm surprised they didn't just let it roll through the end zone for a touchback. Weeks still on his feet, and he doesn't make it to the 20, so, yeah, probably should have just let it roll.
Weeks just trying to do anything he can to get a big play going. Good job breaking tackles and everything, but as you said, Britton, it might have been a good idea to just let it bounce in the end zone, get the ball at the 20, because as it stands right now, on the 15, you're backed up pretty far in your own territory.
He did have a long return in the first half, and now he's actually limping here on the sideline. In his spot on the offense is Lucas Howard. Here's Luke Ryan. Drug down from behind. I think he lost a yard on that one.
Trying to get the run game going is so important for the Eagles, who really needed a reset after that first half. It'll be interesting to see how they come out, but a good start for Berryhill on defense.
Second and long. Gilbreth fakes the screen. A big hit. And, like you said, just keeping his legs going.
Yeah, every time he gets hit, it just seems like, his legs just don't stop, and he knows how to manipulate his body to fall forwards, or in this case, backwards for a forward gain.
5-yard gain on second down for Sequoyah. Bring up third down, 6 yards to go.
Gilbreth is the leading rusher with 16 yards. He would have 29, but a sack in the first half lost him 13 of those yards. Here he is passing, going deep, and that one's picked off by Graham Hawley. I think that one might have just been a miscommunication, and now a flag at multiple flags after the play. Let's see if we can see it here.
Yeah, I also think they did the scissors concept again, and I don't know if Jake was expecting somebody to just run deep on a go route, but that's another personal foul, but this time on Sequoyah at the end of that play. And so now that puts Jake 10 passing touchdowns and 11 interceptions. He came into the game with more touchdowns than picks, but not at the moment.
He's got 3 rushing touchdowns, so total touchdowns, it's still better. I think he does have 1 fumble, so I think his turnover ratio by himself is still +1. Here's Cooper Barrington going down the left sideline. He's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, this is just a really tough start, again, for the Eagles. Really tough start for their defense to have to come on the field so quickly.
Six yards picked up on the first down run by Barrington. Bring up second down, 4 yards to go.
This time it's Braden Schwickerrath. And Dakota, I told you I was going to have trouble with that name, but he does pick up a first down. It'll be first and goal.
Run was enough for a first down. Ball will be spotted around the 1 yard line. First and goal, Berryhill.
Yeah, Schwickerrath doing a good job getting through for the first down there, and now Berryhill's just in the catbird seat.
And I think a touchdown here would put it into running clock. I think.
And they're in the I formation now.
And a big hit. What a hit from Wyatt Mullins. Keeps Schwickerrath out of the end zone.
Good Lord. That was.
Let's look at that again. We can hear it all the way from up here. Boom.
I mean, he read that immediately off the edge. Golly.
That's one of those things where, the coaches were telling us if they get into this I formation, they're going to run it.
Yeah.
Schwickerrath again dives into the end zone.
Berryhill. Senior number 21, Braden Schwickerrath.
Schwickerrath gets his senior night touchdown.
Yeah, just a great push in the pile there. This time, Mullins not able to get him off the edge, and
I think that was the same play.
It was the exact same play, yeah. And again, just a great push up front.
And to attempt the extra point, number 42, McGraw-Gibbons. It's good.
Eagle fans, as always, bank first loyal to Oklahoma and you.
Coming up after the kickoff.
And Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider for Sequoyah Public Schools. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is focused on providing you with the personalized orthopedic care you deserve. For the area's best teams and the athlete in all of us, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority.
Yeah, I would presume we're getting into running clock territory at this point.
I thought it was at 40 points, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's 45.
Unless they're just waiting for the kickoff.
That could also be the case. McGraw-Gibbons still kicking off for the Chiefs. Another deep kick to Mason Weeks. Bobbled again. Headed upfield, and a better return this time out near the 30.
Again, another good burst by Weeks. And on that interception, I don't think Weeks was in the game running a route, and that might have been part of the confusion, and he's coming out again. You can see him limping pretty heavily.
Let's meet our seniors, Captain Briley DeBoard.
And Jake Gilbreth takes a timeout.
Captain Izzy Snow. And
I think miscommunication with
our juniors, Ambry Birdshead.
The
Sydney Lucas.
Miscommunication with who was supposed to be out on the field.
And Alexis Tillery.
So an early timeout taken by the Eagles.
Addie Bell. Ashlyn Huffman.
And we're going to take this time out to remind Eagle fans to support their favorite school with the card that donates directly to Sequoyah every time you use it. TTCU has donated more than $20,000 so far, so stop by your local Claremore branch and get your Eagle card today. Terms and conditions may apply with approved credit. A quick timeout for the Eagles in the start of the second half.
I want to say thank you to our cheer sponsors, Eagle Peak Monument.
For sure. You don't want to take a penalty. Don't need any more lost yards. So that, honestly, is probably the best play you can make, is Ryan does a good job picking up yards there.
I believe that is his longest run of the night. Got,
Berryhill cheerleading and Berryhill football.
let's see, about 7 yards, 7 or 8 yards. Yes, 7 yards. That is his longest run this evening. A reverse to Wyatt Mullins this time, his first carry of the year. He broke one tackle and dives forward, and he'll get the first down.
Look at Mullins playing the position usually reserved for Logan, or getting that carry that's usually reserved for Logan. And, yeah, good job breaking the tackle on first contact and rumbling over there to the left side for the first down.
They call it 3 yards to the 40-yard line. But, yeah, he's got 3 receptions for 11 yards and a touchdown, and now 1 carry for 3 yards. Luke Ryan hit immediately in the backfield by Maddox Waits, the junior linebacker.
Unable to get anything on that one. Just Sequoyah's been playing behind the chains way too much tonight.
And, of course, the traditional wing tee style of offense is not designed to play from behind the chains. So,
just led to struggles all night.
Just so challenging. This time it's Logan Townsend. He's got some blocks.
Ooh, good block by Wyatt Mullins.
And he's going to get 8 or 9 on 2nd and 11. I thought if he just sprints toward the pylon, he might have got the first down.
Number 5, Logan Townsend, making the tackle. Number 6, 7.
But Wyatt Mullins, you know, earlier after that Derek Cole interception, we saw him try to do that play, and Mullins was unable to get out to the corner and seal the edge for him to get to the pylon. This time, he got his block and carried it about 7 yards downfield and put him on the ground.
Here's Luke Ryan. Good cut. Puts his foot on the ground, and he does get a first down. Four or 5 more for Luke Ryan.
And he gets on the Berryhill side of the field. So in terms of yardage that Sequoyah has gained themselves, this is their best drive of the night. Besides the one with Mason Weeks' catch.
Jake Gilbreth going north-south, and he'll get another first down.
Definitely the most successful rushing drive that we've seen all night.
We have someone blocking the VIP parking gates, exit gate.
Gilbreth, again, just finishing that run off, falling forward.
That 10-yard run was the Eagles' longest of the night. Townsend again. Might have the edge again. Cuts it back inside. Still a good gain of about 4.
But I'm not sure. I mean, there's no, from what we could see, there wasn't anybody on that side. Logan must have saw a cutback lane. But yeah, he just keeps going outside. And he's got a lot of space.
The southeast corner of the stadium.
Ball's at the 34. Gilbreth again, hit from behind, but it pushes him forward. Then it'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, this drive, really impressive. I mean, it's really great to see Sequoyah, continuing to fight down so much.
RSP 669.
3rd and 1. Gilbreth again. Keeps his legs turning and gets the first down. Think only about 2 yards on that one.
Yeah, another first down. This is the kind of drive that Sequoyah needed to be able to have in that first half and just had a really hard time getting it. Just slow and methodical.
This will be the 10th play of the drive. Luke Ryan tries to get the edge and looks like he slipped.
Yeah, he just decided, I can't get anything here. He was going to spin back and go toward the left side. Unable to keep his footing, though. And that's just a great job by Berryhill's line.
It is a chilly night. We appreciate everybody watching tonight, of course. I mean, Halloween night, there are definitely tons of other options you could be. We appreciate you hanging out with us.
As you munch on your candy.
Gilbreth passing. Going deep. He's got a man, and it is incomplete, trying to get it toward Lucas Howard.
And it really looked like Howard could have made the reception there. See him doing a little bit of a hesitation route. It was thrown to the inside, but Howard doesn't make a move to try and go for the ball. He just keeps running straight.
3rd and 15. The Eagles' best drive of the night offensively. Here's Gilbreth to pass again. Weeks again, and this time he was struck down, but no pass interference called. Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if they just ruled that uncatchable.
I think they must have.
Because it was toward the sideline there.
Yeah, I don't think he was getting to that. I think that's a good no call. But
Eagles fans would not agree.
That'll bring up 4th and 15. And now it's just a quick screen to Mason Weeks trying to get blockers out in front, but it'll only go for about 4.
No good. Ball will be turned over on downs. 1st and 10, Chiefs.
So Berryhill will take back over. And it must be 45 points for a running clock.
Yeah, they still have not started it.
And now it looks like the Eagles defense, a good amount of their backups in, I believe, Berryhill.
Oh, and look who's in at fullback.
Oh, my goodness. And it is a Evan Franco, who is a lineman. He's a
big
senior.
Number 77.
That's a big man. We don't have height or weight, but
for him at least. We only have it for Aiden Martin.
Aiden Martin, I mean, he had
it's because he has profiles because he's a legitimate college recruit.
So he's the only one who's like actual height, weight information we have. That's a big man. And, I mean, he's a senior. We haven't seen him play tonight. So, honestly, hats off to him.
Yeah.
5 yards on his first carry, probably, I would imagine, of his career. That is number 40 on the run, Lucian Lonsdale, wrapped up by Levi Kocius. And it'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, backups in all over the place for both sides now.
Sequoyah still has a few of their starters in there, but I think it's mostly a couple of their. It's about one per position. I think there's 2 linebackers and a safety that's still in there. 3rd and 2, it's a handoff, and that's going to be close, just a massive pile.
That was a freshman running back, Drake McCutcheon.
Ball handed off to number 30, Drake McCutcheon.
And just short. He got about 1.5 yards. I'm going to mark it as 1 yard
For Berryhill.
because it looks better for Sequoyah in the stat book.
Helping us out, Britton. Help us out.
Well, I mean, this stat book was given to me by a friend who also does play-by-play, and I haven't really I hadn't really had time to like fully test the depths of what we can do with it. There's another handoff, and I think he got the first down. They say move the chains, and that should be the last play of this third quarter.
Ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Chiefs. Stephanie Bell, if you're here tonight.
Yeah, they're letting the clock run. They got about a second between the game clock and the play clock. And it looks like
the Berryhill coaches are.
The line's still waiting. No false start for us, they said. Although I think if you put your hand on the ball, technically you just have to sit there.
Yeah, they called it. They called a false start on him. If you put your hand on the ball and then take it off, that's a snap infraction.
Are they going to wave it off, though?
I would think so, because obviously the intent wasn't there.
Yeah. Because I think the officials actually told them that their team was leaving them, I think. And,
the officials told them that the team was leaving them. Okay, well, that's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back after a message from our sponsors.
When pain slows you down, even the simplest movements can feel out of reach. But you don't have to go through it alone. At Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, we provide the results you want and the care you deserve. From diagnosis to recovery, our specialists offer advanced treatment and personalized care so you can heal and get back to what moves you. Because life keeps moving, and we'll keep you moving with it every step of the way. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Starting the fourth, we want to remind everyone, bank first, always loyal to Oklahoma and you. A big hit stick there from Isaac Cagle.
So for the Eagles now, again, presuming the score holds, they're They're going to need a lot of help, coming. I mean, they are kind of getting it so far in the games. Like we said earlier in the games around the district, I mean, from 1 through 6, it's going to stay the same, it looks like. So, I mean, you beat Verdigris next week, there is the chance that be able to slide into the playoff as the 4th seed. That could just be, another playoff game for the Eagles. Win or go home. Rivalry game, too.
And it's also senior night, so, of course, I mean, always something to play for there.
The emotions are going to be pretty juiced, I would say.
Especially with the frustration just of the season. A quick pass. Out brought down. Logan Townsend was there first, but I think that might be a first. It's close to a first down. And Graham Hawley does make the reception for about 9 yards on 3rd and about 8.
Hawley with the interception. He's come up with a couple plays today. The sophomore wide receiver and corner.
And it's Reese Barnett at quarterback now. Barnett, just a freshman. A handoff to Lucian Lonsdale. There's a flag down for a hold. So back it up 10, it'll be 1st and 20. 7 penalties for over 60 yards now for the Chiefs.
Sideline warning to call against Berryhill.
And also a sideline warning.
Oh, man. Insult to injury.
That's one thing I think the Eagles have done really well these last 2 weeks is clean up the penalties. 5 last week and 5 this week.
Discipline has been much, much improved.
First down, 20 yards to go.
Unfortunately, hasn't translated to the scoreboard the way you'd like it to.
On 1st and 20, it's a handoff. And Lonsdale trying to get the edge and thrown down by Derek Cole. There's a chance if Cole doesn't make that tackle, Lonsdale's still running.
Yeah, Cole, one of the 2 or 3 starters still in the game. I see Townsend, which, again, as we said with the injury situation to him, it is a bit surprising that he's still in there. And then him, Cole, and Wyatt Mullins, and Jason Smart at the corner on the far side. He's also in. He's been starting in place of Bryson Nichols the last 2 weeks.
A pop pass. This one is Graham Blair. A good cut, and the spin. I thought he might have stepped out of bounds, but they will give him about 15 on 2nd and 14 on the pop pass.
Yeah, it's a good effort and a good job to stay in bounds there by the youngin'. Now we see Townsend subbed out. John Hall in his place.
And I think Lyric Prater's coming to get. I thought he was coming to sub out Derek Cole. Yes, he is. I don't think Cole's going to get to the sideline in time. He won't. The referees don't notice. And Blair again on the run.
That's absolutely insane that they did not notice that.
I don't.
Interesting. Break for the Eagles. But still a good gain on that play anyway.
Now Dwight Inklar comes in for Isaac Cagle, and I think that'll pretty much do it for the Eagles starters.
7-yard gain on first down. Bring up second down, 3 yards to go.
Dakota, I want to talk to you about something.
What's that?
At halftime was something I had never seen before. You know, obviously at high school games, high schools do raffles all the time.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a high school have a raffle where you can come out here onto the field and kick a 30-yard field goal, and if you hit the field goal from 30 yards, which 30 yards is from the 20-yard line,
Yeah.
you win free LASIK eye surgery?
Never in my life have I seen that.
I
know they do competitions like that, but it's usually for a free Chick-fil-A sandwich or something.
That pop pass is only going to go for a yard, but
LASIK's a lot of money, like a free Chick-fil-A sandwich, or maybe they do like, I don't know, Chick-fil-A for a year or something, but like LASIK.
I've seen like, you know, Chick-fil-A or Cheez-Its or I think like even hot dogs. But laser eye surgery, like what happens if you win the raffle and you have 20/20 vision? What happens if you don't
Give it to
need
a buddy, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea how that would work.
It's 4th and 2 for the Chiefs. Looking over to their sideline, they may have to call a timeout, and they will. During this timeout, we're going to remind Eagle fans that Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider for Sequoyah Public Schools. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is focused on providing you with the personalized orthopedic care you deserve. For the area's best teams and the athlete in all of us, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority. And Eagle fans, you can support your favorite school with the card that donates directly to Sequoyah every time you use it. TTCU has donated more than $20,000 so far, so stop by your local Claremore branch and get your Eagle card today. Terms and conditions may apply with approved credit. Fourth and 2 for the Chiefs.
The 15th play of the drive for the Chiefs JV.
And it is a run, and they will pick up the first down. They will move the chains and move the clock.
Man, really impressive drive by these backups.
Let's look at the scores here around the district. Inola now leads Jay 30-7. Cassia Hall is up 35-7 on the Verdigris Cardinals. And the winless Veneta Hornets up 14-6 over the Cleveland Tigers in the third quarter. And, of course, everyone is fighting for the luxury to play Lincoln Christian, who is currently up 62-0 on Eufaula. And Lincoln Christian, of course, winning back-to-back state titles. I don't think they've lost a game since I think it was 2022, I think, if I remember right.
And they haven't lost to a public school since 2017.
Their only losses have been to other private schools. That's Maddox Waits on the carry there.
Britton, I am about to run into a problem I've never ran into before.
We're about to have an 18-play drive, and our drive charts only go to 18 plays.
Yeah.
And yeah, we hadn't had that problem last year or this year.
They have had the ball since the 2-minute and 13-second mark in the third quarter.
And that one, play number 18, only goes for about a yard. So I don't know, just keep going on the next line here, but maybe skip one so we know. That was 5 more yards on the ground for the Chiefs. Second and, well, I guess 2nd and 9, actually.
Once again, the catching ball carrier for Berryhill. Short gain of play, 3rd down. Berryhill fans will thank you.
So, of course, Lincoln Christian having won back-to-back state championships. Here's how their schedule has gone: 63-0 over Victory Christian, 35-6 over Heritage Hall, 41-33 over Shiloh Christian. That's their closest game they've had this year. 49-0 over Stigler, 62-0 over Holland Hall, 63-0 over Locust Grove, 49-3 over Muldrow, and 56-0 over Shakota, and currently 62-0 over Eufaula. The 3rd and long run got maybe another yard or so. So, all in all, in district play, they have given up, wait for it, a field goal. They've given up 3 points in currently 6 district games. What is that, like a quarter of a point per game?
Yeah. Well,
it's just insane of how good they are this year.
For sure. At least the drive's shorter than Ida Bell, you know?
That's, of course, if the Eagles can make it. I think without winning this game, as there's another touchdown, an 8-yarder this time, but without winning this game, I think you have to win next week. You have to have some help, and at best, you can get the 4 seed, which means going to Lincoln Christian.
6-yard touchdown run by Lucian Little Giant Lonsdale.
So another touchdown. You know, it was just a great job. That was play 21 for Berryhill.
And that took over 11 minutes?
Yeah.
Like 11 and a half minutes?
Longest drive of the season that we'll probably see all year. And the extra point's blocked.
The extra point's no good.
That early in the season, remember, Sequoyah had like 3 blocked extra points.
Yeah.
In the first couple weeks of the season,
they
or something like that.
they had blocked 1 in the first 3 games.
Yeah, and that unfortunately has gone away. But hey, now we're at 4.
The kickoff team will come back out for the Chiefs, who have 449 yards of offense tonight, 230 on the ground, 219 through the air.
How much on the ground?
230. 230. Sequoyah, 120 total yards, 71 on the ground, 49 through the air.
By the way, Berryhill started at the 28-yard line, so it's not like they were backed up and went the entire length of the field. They went 72 yards in 21 plays.
That is honestly incredible. Army. Army-esque.
3 yards in a cloud of dust personified.
A fair catch was called for by Luke Ryan, and
does it count when it bounces? I thought that was not the rule.
We've seen that before this year, where a fair catch was called and then it was fielded on a bounce, and it was called.
Well, it's the high school rules, you know.
The Eagles will start at the 25, still looking to get on the board. Of course, their best drive was their last one when they got down to the 28-yard line and turned it over on downs. That was a 13-play drive. Here on the carry is Santee Fottenberry.
Let's see if the Eagles JV can go down the field. and answer Berryhill's. Lyric Prater in at quarterback.
Here's Fontenberry again. Got 3 or 4 more. It'll be 3rd and short. Third and 2.
Last week we saw, was it last week? Kessler Austin went like 80 yards on the first play for the Eagles JV.
Something like that. 82 yards. Here's the reverse to Austin. Fighting. He got close to the line. I think he's right at the line, and they will give him the first down marker.
But with a minute running out, it's not like the Eagles are in any hurry or anything. I mean, one thing you want to do in these games, you just don't want to get shut out, but unfortunately...
At this point, I think it's more we can't afford to get any more injured.
Right.
Especially if next week does become a play-in game. Fontenberry dropped for a loss. It'll be 2nd and 14. And the Eagles only have to run one more play.
Just a really tough loss for Sequoyah. You come out knowing, hey, we got to, if we really want to improve our position, got to come out and play our best football. And it's just Berryhill was able to get up real quick, and the score just got out of hand.
Fontenberry gets those 4 yards back, and that will do it. The Eagles look like they're trying to run one more play, but time runs out. So that is the final score, 48-0 tonight here against Berryhill. That's 11 straight wins for the Chiefs over the Eagles. And, next week now becomes basically a play-in game against the Verdigris Cardinals. And, we'll be here on Sequoyah Athletics TV, bringing that to you next Friday night. Berryhill will play the Cassia Hall Commandos, and I think that one, much like last year, will basically decide the district. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the live stream, follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok at SEQ1 Athletics. For our camera operators, Trinity Wishon and Aiden Cowan, our director-producer, Blake Matthews, and my play-by-play partner, Dakota Jackson, I have been Britton Ross. We will see you next week.